Hello and welcome. I am Jon Scharinger, the Change Operative, here to help you with inspiration, help you through your transformation, and help to keep you accountable so that you can create the best future possible. Thank you for watching the final video in our November series for 2022. In November, watching my videos, you'll learn that November was taking the old, getting rid of the old, and making room for the new. So what we're doing is creating this empty space in our life, which might not sound too good, but it's empty space that we can use to fill up with something good, to fill up with something better. Whether it's our habits, creating new habits, whether it's our mindsets, developing new mindsets, or maybe it's the friends in your life, the people, the acquaintances that you have in your life. You wanted to get rid of the ones that weren't serving you, that maybe were holding and dragging you down, to make room for some new ones, to help lift you up, to help build you into the person that you want to be for the future that you want. So people that are going to hold you up, raise you up, empower you, inspire you, and help you to be the best you can be. And that's what this video series is all about. That's what November was all about, was making that room, keeping things empty so we can make room for December. It's December right now, but this is going to be in a November series. But in December, what we're going to be working on and actually really doing the physical work is creating the goals, creating the plans, and the action plans that we're going to use for next year, for 2023. So stay tuned for December. Tune in to every one of my daily videos, and then the final longer video, like the one you're watching here, to kind of roll everything together for the week, to give you some really good nuggets to help you create the best future possible, a healthier, happier, and a more joy-filled future. So November, again, we got rid of the bad, we got rid of the old, we got rid of everything that wasn't serving us. We transformed, right? We created something new. We gave ourselves room to be able to plant the seeds so that they can grow. And that's what we're going to be doing in January of 2023. That's our grow phase. January, February, March. That first quarter is where we grow. We plant the seeds, we let it grow, and we build it up, right? So in December, our last month, I know I'm bouncing around here, so stick with me. December, our last month in 2022. You might be thinking about, this is the time that we should be celebrating. And it is. I don't want to take any of that away from you. Celebrate this year. Celebrate you and all of you have accomplished. But if you've been following me, December was our celebration. That's when we brought in the harvest. November was taking a look at the harvest, everything that we did, whether it was good or whether it was bad. Taking a look at all of it and saying, you know what? Some of this stuff here, yeah, it was part of my harvest, but I don't want that. That's not something I want to bring into the next year. So we really did a deep dive, a real self-introspection, and just realized that this is what we wanted. Even though we had some of these friends that maybe helped us in our life, or maybe good in our life, they may have hit their stopping point, and now you say, you know what? Hey, thank you for what you did for me this year. I need something else, something that you won't be able to give me. Cut ties with that person, with that habit, with that job, with that career, with whatever it may be. Cut ties with that and move on to the next year. Leave that empty space. Don't try to fill it. It's okay. It's okay to be in that empty space. Be comfortable with it. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because December, we're using this time to build up what we want. We're using this time to plan. And that's one of my specialties, is planning. That's what I do in a corporate life, is plan. What we're doing, we've taken inventory the past couple months. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We've taken inventory. We've got rid of the stuff that we harvested this year, but we don't want. And maybe it was bad crop, or maybe it was good crop. We just know we can do better. So we've itemized. We've gotten rid of the stuff we don't want. Now in December, we see this emptiness that we have. And now we're going to look to fill it with good things. We're looking to fill it with good habits. We're looking to fill it with good mindsets. We're looking to fill it with good actions each day, good affirmations, good people. and anything else that you can think of and dream of for your life. Now, I can sit here all day long and tell you should have this, you should have that, you should have millions of dollars, real estate up the butt. You should have all of these material possessions, 30 different cars. I could tell you all this stuff. And there's plenty of people out there that do, that tell you what you need to have. I don't know your life. I don't know what you want. I don't know what makes you tick. I don't know what makes you happy. But what I do know, that if you don't plan, that if you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. Now, if that makes sense to you, right on, you know what I'm talking about. But think about that. If you don't plan, then what you're saying to yourself is, I really don't care if that comes true. And this is so big, especially for all of you who do your New Year's resolutions. A lot of you at the last second, you're thinking, I should change something, I should do something, but you don't plan it. You don't understand what it's going to actually take, the drive, the determination, the sacrifices, and the problems. You don't understand that. So when you go into the next year, you fall flat on your face, you fail, you get discouraged, and you go back into the way life was. So that's why in December, we're taking the month to understand what planning is, to then look at what goals we want, what we actually want to accomplish. And then we're going to put together a plan to help it come to fruition, to help it happen. Not only just a plan of all the good stuff, but what I like to put into a lot of my plans is what I call pitfall planning. Looking for some of the problems, some of that low-hanging fruit that you know is going to happen. Knowing that you need to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm using this as an example. Waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know you struggle with that. You know you have a hard time doing that. You're not a morning person. What can you do to take that problem, to take that excuse out of the system, out of your plan, out of what's going to happen in your life? Whether it's setting multiple alarm clocks, getting everything ready, buying a self-timed coffee maker so that you can set the time in the morning, it brews it for you, you smell that, you wake up, you're like, you know what, I want some coffee, let's go. Think of something to put in place to take that excuse out of the way. That's what I love doing. I love the planning. I love the pitfall planning. I love to put together these action plans so that you can use them to create the life you can only dream of. And then go ahead and live the life that others are dreaming of. So as you can tell, December really gets me excited. This is where I shine. This is where you're going to shine. And it's going to be a love-hate relationship for a lot of us, right? Not a lot of us like to plan, but again, if we fail to plan, we plan to fail. I'm going to use that a lot in December, so get used to it. So understand the idea of planning. Understand what goals you want. Now you can do some work beforehand. You can do the extra credit work. This is your life. How do you want it to turn out? So when we get into December, when you watch my daily videos, when you watch the weekend video, when you go into my workshops, you'll have the work done. You can sit there and ask some good questions. You can maybe think of something you maybe not have thought about before. Maybe something your mind is going to get triggered because somebody else is talking and you're like, you know what? I like what you're saying. I'm going to use that. It's okay to do the work beforehand. So December, I'm getting off track here. December, we're going to plan, we're going to create goals, we're going to create action plans that we can use next year to create the best year of our life. And I hope you feel that way every corresponding year. So follow me. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to all my different social medias, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Every social media is going to be a little bit different videos and how I bring to the table. YouTube, subscribe to me here. Follow me. Work with me. Let me work with you so that you have no more excuses of why you're not living your best life. You're going to have a roadmap for success, and we're going to follow that way through. Accountability all the way through.